Welcome. You clicked on a South Korea video. Good choice, but this isn't your glossy, Instagram-perfect travel guide. Here we skip the cliches and dive into the awkward, the uncomfortable, and the downright bizarre. If you want the unfiltered, sarcastic truth about Korean culture, you're in the right place. Get ready for 15 must-try experiences that will test your limits, and maybe your dignity. Let's get started. First up, Sanakji, the infamous live octopus dish that's as much a test of courage as it is a culinary experience. In the bustling heart of Seoul, chefs expertly slice the octopus into bite-sized pieces. But here's the twist. The tentacles are still moving when they're served. This isn't just dinner, it's a showdown between you and your food, and the octopus is putting up a fight. Yes, you heard that right. The tentacles are still wriggling, curling and twisting on your plate, making every bite an adventure. Diners often gasp or laugh nervously as the pieces seem to dance, defying your chopsticks. You'll have to battle slippery tentacles coated in fragrant sesame oil, and those powerful suction cups. They'll latch onto your chopsticks, your lips, even the roof of your mouth, making every bite a mini wrestling match. It's a sensory overload, salty, chewy, and just a little bit wild. Locals are quick to offer a word of caution, chew thoroughly, or risk the tentacles sticking on the way down. It's not just a quirky tradition, there's real skill involved in eating Sanakji safely, and the warnings are given with a mix of humor and genuine concern. For many, it's less of a meal and more of a survival challenge. Adventurous tourists steel themselves, friends dare each other, and some even turn it into a competition. Who can eat the most or who can keep a straight face? If you've ever dreamed of an appetizer that fights back, this is your moment. The sensation of a tentacle curling around your chopsticks, or your tongue, is something you'll never quite get used to, no matter how many times you try it. One thing's for sure, you'll never forget your first Sanakji experience. The memory will linger long after the meal is over, haunting your dreams, and maybe even daring you to come back for a rematch. Bon appetit, if you dare. Next up, we step into the world of the Jjimjilbang, a traditional Korean bathhouse that's so much more than just a place to get clean. From the outside, it might look like any other building, but inside, you're about to embark on a truly unique cultural adventure that will challenge your comfort zone in the best way possible. Here, modesty goes out the window the moment you step into the changing room. You'll find yourself surrounded by locals who are completely at ease, chatting and laughing as they undress without a second thought. For first-timers, it can feel intimidating, but there's a certain freedom in letting go of your inhibitions and joining in. Armed with nothing but a tiny towel, barely big enough to cover your dignity, you'll try to blend in, shuffling awkwardly at first. But soon, you realize everyone is here for the same reason, to relax, unwind, and enjoy the communal experience. Eventually, you surrender to the atmosphere, embracing the vulnerability and camaraderie that comes with being fully exposed among strangers. The real test of your courage comes with the infamous scrub. A no-nonsense ajuma, an experienced bathhouse attendant, will take charge, scrubbing away layers of dead skin with impressive vigor. It's not for the faint of heart. You'll be exfoliated until you're cleaner, softer, and perhaps a little more raw than you've ever felt before. It's both a physical and mental reset, leaving you tingling and refreshed. After surviving the scrub, you'll slip into the iconic matching Jjimjilbang pajamas and join others in the communal lounge. Here, people of all ages relax together, sipping on sweet rice drinks, snacking on perfectly cooked hard-boiled eggs, and chatting with friends or family. The atmosphere is warm, friendly, and surprisingly cozy, making you wonder why you ever cared about privacy in the first place. The experience is oddly liberating, a little bit overwhelming, and absolutely unforgettable. You'll laugh, you'll cringe, and you'll leave with stories to tell, plus a newfound appreciation for Korean culture and its approach to relaxation and community. So leave your modesty and maybe a few layers of skin at the door. Welcome to Korea, where the Jjimjilbang is more than just a bathhouse. It's a rite of passage, a place to connect, and an experience you'll never forget. Noraebang, Korean karaoke, means you and your friends get a private room to belt out tunes, judgment-free. The songbook is endless, the tambourine is mandatory, and inhibitions vanish by the second chorus. You'll discover hidden talents and spectacular failures among your group. It's cathartic, chaotic, and the cheapest therapy in Seoul. Sing until you're hoarse, then sing some more. No one can hear you, except your friends, and they're just as bad. Myeongdong is skincare heaven and wallet hell. You'll be ambushed by free samples, lured into shops, and convinced you need snail mucin, bee venom, and donkey milk for your face. Suddenly, your 3-step routine becomes a 12-step obsession. You'll leave with bags of products you can't pronounce and a glowing, slightly confused complexion. Your bank account will cry, but your skin will thank you. Welcome to the cult of Korean beauty. Hiking in Korea isn't a stroll, it's a national sport. At Bukhansan, you'll be outpaced by grandmas in pro gear while you gasp for air in your tourist sneakers. Endless stairs, steel cables, and a view that almost makes the pain worth it. At the summit, Seoul sprawls below, and you question your life choices. Achievement unlocked. Survived a Korean hike. Next time, maybe just visit a cafe. Or your hotel bed. Gwangjang Market is a food lover's gauntlet. You'll devour crispy pancakes and addictive gimbap, then face the real test blood sausage, pig's feet, and mystery meats. Don't ask, just chew becomes your mantra. For the brave, there's chicken feet and silkworm pupae. It's a culinary roller coaster. Delicious, weird, and sometimes terrifying. Point, eat, hope for the best. Expand your palate or your limits. It's time to step into a world of vibrant tradition and playful fantasy by renting a hanbok, Korea's iconic traditional dress. The moment you walk into a hanbok rental shop, you're greeted by a dazzling array of colors and fabrics, each costume more elaborate than the last. It's like being a kid in a candy store, but instead of sweets, you're surrounded by silks, embroidery, and centuries of history. Once you've picked your favorite, you'll strut through the grand palace gates, feeling like royalty, if only for a day. The palace grounds become your personal runway, and every step is a photo opportunity, perfect for sharing with friends and followers online. Choosing your hanbok is half the fun. Will you go for bold regal reds or soft pastel blues? Friendly staff help you get dressed, tying sashes and arranging collars just so. Soon you and your friends are transformed, ready to pose in every corner of the palace. And here's a bonus, wear a hanbok and you get free entry to many palaces. It's a little reward for embracing tradition and a great excuse to take even more photos. The goal? To look as majestic and elegant as possible, channeling the spirit of ancient Korean nobility for your Instagram feed. Of course, after about 10 minutes, reality sets in. The costume starts to itch, the layers feel heavy, and you realize that looking royal isn't always comfortable. Walking gracefully in these flowing garments is a challenge, especially when you're trying to navigate palace steps or pose for the perfect shot. Still, the laughter, the selfies, and the memories you make are more than worth a little discomfort. Every snapshot captures a moment of fun and fantasy. For one unforgettable afternoon, you're not just a tourist, you're Korean nobility, at least in your photos and on your feed. Korean cafes are never just about coffee. Sip lattes with raccoons, sheep, or meerkats, or drink from a toilet bowl at the Poop Cafe. There's a cafe for every whim: prison cells, board games, flower arranging, even jewelry making. The coffee is secondary. The weirdness is the main event. You'll snap a photo, question your life, and move on. In Korea, caffeine comes with a side of absurdity. Enjoy the spectacle. Ever dreamed of being a K-pop star? Take a dance class and prepare for a reality check. The instructor makes it look easy. You look like a confused flamingo. Everyone struggles, everyone laughs, and by the end you've learned 30 seconds of choreography and gained massive respect for idols. You'll leave sweaty, sore, and humbled. No talent scout will call, but you'll have a great story, how you wave survived. Jeju Island. Paradise, right? So naturally you crawl through a dark, damp lava tube instead of hitting the beach. The Manjango lava tube is eerie, slippery, and awe-inspiring. You'll dodge puddles, marvel at rock formations, and wonder why you're not sunbathing. The grand finale, a giant lava column, then the long, wet walk back. It's geology, exercise, and existential questioning in one. Next time, maybe just stick to the sand. Drinking soju with locals is a rite of passage. There are rules: never pour your own, always use 2 hands, and turn away from elders when you drink. Then come the drinking games. Lose and you drink more. You'll try to keep up, but Koreans are pros. The night ends with blurry memories and a newfound respect for tiny green bottles. It's bonding, chaos, and a hangover in one. Gunbae! Day trip to the DMZ, the world's tensest border. You'll see barbed wire, soldiers, and surreal souvenir shops. Step into North Korea for 30 seconds, snap a nervous photo, and try not to break any rules. The tension is real, the history sobering. You leave with a new perspective, and relief to be back in Seoul. Dark tourism at its finest. Craving peace? Try a temple stay. Just be ready for a 4 a.m. wake-up. You'll chant, bow 108 times, eat silent meals, and wash your bowl with a radish. It's serene, structured, and surprisingly exhausting. Meditation brings calm, but you'll secretly dream of coffee and your phone. Enlightenment is hard work. You'll leave with perspective and sore knees. Modern comforts never felt so good. Korean baseball is a party disguised as a sport. Fried chicken, beer, and non-stop cheerleaders keep the energy sky high. Every player has a theme song. Fans bang thundersticks and dance for 9 innings. You'll be lost at first, then swept up in the madness. It's loud, joyful, and unforgettable, even if you don't know the rules. Leave with a sore throat and a new standard for sporting events. Baseball will never be the same. Seoul subway at rush hour, think sardine can, but with more elbows. The train arrives packed, but everyone pushes in anyway. Personal space? Gone. You're held upright by the crowd. Getting off is a tactical mission. Start early, squeeze, and pray. You'll emerge disheveled, victorious, and officially a Seoulite. It's a rite of passage, and a daily reality for millions. Welcome to the commute. There you have it, 15 real Korean experiences that go way beyond the tourist trail. Which would you try? Which would you run from? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for joining this sarcastic, honest journey through South Korea. If you want more reality and less sugarcoating, hit subscribe. More questionable adventures await. Until next time, pack an extra towel, you'll need it.